Thanks, Nazi. Here with Andrew Hong, who just won his game against Nicholas Ladan. Andrew, your thoughts on today's game?
I think today it was not a good game at all, but I'll take the win.
Yeah, I mean, it's always trickier playing, the lowest seed. He's not doing well. Is it a lot of pressure on you to try and win this game?
Well, no, I didn't really look at it that way. It was just, any other game for me. No, you never have no idea how well your opponent's going to play, so all you can do is control what you do.
Yeah. Maybe we could take a brief look at the game. You could show us where did things go wrong for you? Because out of the opening, it seemed like you were doing okay.
Right, so we had got some line into London, and at this point I was, okay, we had just have a regular position, and then he made this move g4, which I felt cannot be right. Knight g7 and h3. And here I felt like I must be better. I was choosing between, for example, something like this, which looks good, but I thought wasn't that great. And what I did in the game, which I was pretty happy about, e5, take. I think he has to keep the bishop, otherwise he gets ruled in the center. So after bishop g3, e4, knight e5, I have this move bishop h4, which I thought I must have an advantage now. But then he took and played castle, and okay, I should have just been more prudent, just castle and been better. But it's not. This position's like not that. It wasn't as good as it looks, I think. So, I mean, I was trying to look for something concrete, but I was playing with fire because I knew it felt wrong because my king is still in the center, but I have no idea why I did it, but I did it anyway. So after queen g5, this was an interesting moment because if knight takes e4, I have queen e3, which is good for me, but he does have this move knight c4, which is very interesting because I take and he has queen d4. And then actually my king is way too weak in the center. But for knight c4, I was planning to go knight e6, which I think works. So this was a plan. So queen b3, and so I do have this trick with knight f5, but I wasn't sure. First of all, it was so good after rook f4. Even if I take the pawn, bishop d1 or something, and he still has queen c3 coming, my king is stuck, and knight's also stuck. So in case some pieces are traded, it could be trapped.
Right.
So also there might have been this. I was not sure what's going on here. So instead, I chose queen e5, which I thought was more safe. But he can play king g2. But the point being, if rook b8 is queen a4, c6 hanging. So I mean, it's still a very, very complicated position. He chose knight takes e4. Point being, I cannot take because I get mate after queen s7, rook d1. But if queen takes e4, queen c3, it was funny because I could do something like this, long castles, but. This wasn't that clear to me. Even this is not that clear. So instead I chose safe move rook b8, which I think should be the best move because knight f6 and then king d8 and g3 drops. So basically I forced him to go into this end game, which I thought was better for sure. After bishop d1, again I should have just played, I don't know, my first instinct a lot more prudent, just knight e6. And I think I'll just win this without too much trouble, and I think black's much better here. But I played bishop a6, very, very stupid move. I mean, I was just looking at something like this, for example. Yeah, some stuff like this. But rook f6, I kind of just totally forgot that he can play this.
Right.
Yeah. At this point, this is just a draw. So, so I continued the game with bishop b7, and he played bishop a4. But I think also very interesting with g5 trying to come through g4. But bishop a4, king e7, rook f1, and if knight f5, g5, it's really still unclear because my king is weak. So I decided to go knight e6, and yeah, I also played very strong with h4. But that was what I was thinking about because the key is he has to take away this g5 square while there's not much going on here. And the game continued rook b4, I think g5, rook c4. It was all interesting. And then here I thought for sure he should give a check first and then rook c1. But he played rook c1 first. So now I thought h6 was good. Takes. And I thought he had to play bishop b3 here. The position's still very complicated because rook g4, he has king g2 holding on. But instead, I think in time trouble he took here, and after rook g4, I think the only move here, the point is if rook h6 I take on g3 and he loses this pawn. But instead I thought he had to insert the move rook b1. now my bishop's hit, and I should defend c6, so I should go back here. But now rook h6, and at the end of the line he has rook b8, which was very annoying counterplay. So I think I go rook g8 in 92. And
Apologies, Andrew. We got games ending. Yeah, we got to wrap it up, but that's a very nice one. Thanks for coming in. Guys, back to you in the studio.
Congratulations as we see the